Trucking numbers 13, and we're going to do a monthly comparison. Enjoy the video. Everything is said and done, all expenses, everything. We made 54.5 cents per mile. So let's get on with it. Here we go. Load number 1, 474 miles. 40,752 pounds, $1.41 per mile, $667.28. Load number 2, 616 miles, 38,340 pounds, $2.01 per mile. It's $1,235.63. Good load. Load 3, 624 miles, 10,000 pounds, $1.62 per mile, $1,009.43. Load number 4, 308 miles, 44,527 pounds, $2.02 per mile, $621.75. Load 5, 425 miles, 13,326 pounds, $1.27 per mile, $541.85. Total pay miles was 2447. We hauled 146,000 pounds of merchandise. That gave us an average rate of about $1.66 per mile. Brings us to $4,075.94. We broke the 4,000 mark. It's been a little while. Needed that. But as you'll see, it's not as great as you would think. We'll wait on all this for now. Fuel. We had 3 fuelings. $146, 146 gallons, $395. 137 gallons, $370. 159 gallons, $430. We had some expenses. DEF and scales was $52.58. Now, the airbag repair. This was from the video when the dust cover fell over and started eating into my airbag and busted my airbag pulling into the Atlanta shop. That repair cost me $324. So, all the expenses that week was $1,572.82, not including the truck note. So, we're going to take that $1,572.82 and subtract it from the $4,075. That leaves us $2,503.12. Subtract the $800 for the truck note and insurances. That brings us to $1,703.12 for the week. Now, through my number boards, I did some graphs and everything, and I have figured out that if I can get the expenses below 50%, which is hard to do with that truck note and insurance, but when the truck note is paid off, it won't be as near about as problematic. But this week would have been in the sweet spot, because without the repair, I'll show you right over here, without the repair, our expenses would have been $1995.89, which is less than 50% of my gross revenue. Less than 50% seems to be where I have to shoot for in order to make decent money. That would have put me at $2,080 for the week. If it wouldn't have been for the repair, but with the repair, which was $324, brought it down to $1,703.12. I'm not griping. That's okay money. I can live with that, no doubt. So, down to the nuts and bolts of it all, with the repair and everything, we come over here, my total miles was 3,124. That puts me at 54.5 cents per mile. Pay miles was 24.47, so if you just figured that, it would have been 69.6. So I had 677 deadhead miles. So that is 21.6% deadhead. That's pretty high, but it was needed for that week to work out. My fuel mileage that week was not the greatest. It was 7 6.05 miles to the gallon. It was an okay week. I did not make as good as I wanted to, but my deadhead went up. I hauled some heavy loads. See, you got your 40,000. I hauled it for 500 miles. 38,600 miles. 44,000 for 300 miles. Those add up. But see, the saving grace was this 10,000. I took it for 600, and that 13 for 400. So that was 1,000 miles. I was light during the week. You have to take loads as they come to you. You can't just create them out of thin air. You know, availability and whereabouts is a big deal. So I did have to deadhead a little bit more. I kind of rushed with my load choices because I seen some pretty good rates, and I would drive a little further for them. But keep in mind, my deadhead is figured from my hub mileage. I take a hub at the beginning of the week and a hub at the end of the week, and then I subtract what they actually pay me from that and gives me my deadhead. So that includes all miles going home, all miles getting repairs, all of that kind of stuff is in that figure. That's as close as I can think of how to get it. So, you know, it's as accurate as I can make it. And that's what you have to be when you're figuring your numbers. You have to try to be as accurate as you can be so that you know exactly where you are. Now, I'm fixing to try to get a 3-month comparison together, so bear with me and I'll talk to y'all in a few minutes. Alright, I got it broke down: gross, net, total miles, paid miles, deadhead, gallons, fuel cost, repairs, weight, gross per mile, net per mile, miles per gallon, deadhead percentage. I've had requests for that. Alright, so we're doing this in 4-week increments. Okay, I'm not doing it by the month because some months, as we all know, have 4 weeks and some have 5 weeks, and that can throw my calculations off as to whether I'm doing better or not. So this is how I do it. I do it in 4-week patterns. So we got week 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 12. Here we go. Gross for weeks 1 through 4, 12,734. Now we went through this one and this one back a few videos ago because I did a monthly rundown. I mean, a 2-month comparison. But I'm going to go ahead and go through this because I know not everybody might have watched it. So here we go. This is the equivalent to 1 quarter. Alright, so gross 12,734. Net $5,317. Total miles was 11,220. Pay miles was 8,272. Deadhead was 2948. Now, if y'all remember in that video, I was kind of griping about that because that was like running 1 week for free. And I've been working on that to bring it down. You see, I dropped 936 miles off of that comparatively to that first week. And it's very important that we manage our deadhead because it is like running for free. It's just a cost. It's not even running for free. You're paying to run that. Alright, so gallons, 1,617 gallons. Fuel cost was $4,181. Repairs that month was $278. Weight, I hauled 433,621 pounds of merchandise. My gross per mile was $1.13. My net per mile was 47 cents. My miles per gallon was 6.938. My deadhead was 26%. Alright, weeks 5 through 8, gross was 12,055. Net was 4,721. My total miles was 10,433. Pay miles was 8,191. Deadhead was 2,242. We got a steady downward trend in our deadhead. Alright, our gallons was 1,554 gallons. $4,111. Repairs was $208 that month. Weight, 510,887 pounds of merchandise. My rate per mile actually went up. My gross rate per mile was $1.15 45. And our net was 45.2. It went down a little bit. What could be the reason? Could be the increased fuel cost, because we were in less, but the fuel was up. Deadhead was down. I just might have picked some bad loads. Alright. Miles per gallon, 6.7. There's a difference right there. I got less miles per gallon. My deadhead went down, but I got less miles per gallon. Now, let's move over to weeks 9 through 12. Gross, 12,868. That's the best of the month as far as gross. My net was 4,553. I put the star by there. I'll tell you in a second. Alright, now the total miles was 10,993 miles. My pay miles was 8,981. That's up comparatively to these other 2 months. My deadhead was down. It's 2,000 miles of deadhead that month. Our gallons was 1485. That's the lowest gallons used in a month. Fuel cost was $3,993. Repairs is where it got us. We had $1,155 in repairs. I had a starter breakdown over the Speedco pit, if y'all remember correctly. Our weight was 531,130, so we hauled a lot of merchandise. Our gross per mile was $1.17. It's up. Steady upward trend. We can deal with that. Now my star is beside there. I'll show you in a second. My net per mile was 41.4. I'll show you what happened there. My miles per gallon went up to 7.40. So my deadhead was 18.3%. Steady downward trend. We can handle that. Alright, right here is the reason why we put the stars. If I wouldn't have had the big repair, that 45 would have been moved up to 5708. That's a big jump. And I would have been at 51.9 per mile instead of 41.4. So that's just to show y'all the big difference that you have to keep your maintenance fund current. You have to have that money set aside because it can really hurt you. Now, our total for all 3 months, this is what a lot of you want to see. Alright, we got gross was 37,657, net 14,591, total miles 32,646, total pay miles was 25,444. Deadhead was 7,202 miles. That makes me sick. Gallons. We used 4,656 gallons of fuel at a cost of $12,285. We had $1,641 in repairs. Our weight that we hauled was 1,475,638 pounds of merchandise. Our average gross per mile was $1.15. Our average net per mile was 44.6. Our miles per gallon was 7.011. Deadhead percentage for all 3 months average was 22%. Now, this is what it all comes down to. My average weekly bring home was $1,215.91. So $1,200 a week average. Man, I could stand to get that a little higher. But, when you go to averaging things out, it tells you the truth. It tells you where you're really at. And if I'm consistently bringing that home, I'm doing a lot better than I was at my previous job. My previous job, I was lucky to bring home $600 a week. So, even with the maintenance cost, I'm coming out ahead. We're going to leave it at there so I can put this one and the other one together. So God bless. Keep it between the ditches. Look forward to seeing you next time.